Welcome back, everyone, and welcome on in. We got the bronze match, third place match coming in here from the Hebros going against the Glizzy Globblers. I am back here, AgentPopo with Vengeance. Welcome on in.
Yeah, we got to see, we casted Nox earlier, and now, what, how? How did they get a Nejat in this comp?
Well, you have a Niza, you have a Hades on top of that as well, which is also. I mean, I don't see a lot of Hades, but never like playing against a Hades.
So let's get this straight. It's a Bastet versus Nejat, which means if Bastet leaps in, Nejat takes her out of the playing field, and boom, you can full send with the rest of your team. I'd say honestly, I feel like the biggest issue for them right now is the fact that there is a Khepri in tier.
Yeah, I think honestly, I don't mind the Glizzy Globblers team comp over there, but as you said it, yeah, if Bastet ever wants to jump in to Niza, gonna get Bastet's just gonna get sashed or ulted, and then you also have a fear from Hades, which will slow Bastet down. But the one big pickup, which will depend on build, which is one of my favorites that I play quite often, is Soul. I know Soul can have big early burst, but you really can't get behind.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Soul's passive is so important. If their first item they get to have attack speed, this is not going to be a fun early game.
No, not at all. I mean, even we've been seeing a lot of Gilded Arrow pickups too to start, and that's one of the better ones. That or Death's Toll to go with the Soul, which would be disastrous. But you got a Serb ult, you got a Hades ult, you got Niza ult. It's a lot of setup going on over there for the Izanami to drop her ult on somebody.
Yeah, no, do you think the interesting thing is them getting this kind of position is that it's so close quarters up in your face outside of these Anami that honestly, there's a good chance that they can just play back and just have Bastet try and play around. Their game plan could be throw Bastet in, get Nejat out, and boom, we just play the distance because that's so uncertain. They've already got double ADC.
Yeah, they're going to be taking down structures pretty quick. And even sending Bastet in on Izanami, you get the whip. She can dash away, but she'll be seen right away from that tick damage. So Izanami's not going to really make it too far. But right now, I mean, who would you say? Who's your favorite going into this one?
Honestly, it's nice having the Nejat and be able to play so close up, but of course, this is without knowing what builds they've all got. Keep in mind,
yes,
my composition is favoring Glizzy Globblers just because, like, you have double ADC tier and Khepri. That's good enough just for creating chaos within a team fight against a team that wants to be on top of you the whole time.
Yeah, and I'm not biased at all, but I'm a big, I guess my crew, my community is be the Hurt Dergs, good old Hurt Derg squad. So I'm really looking forward to spectating and casting this Glizzy Globblers team.
No bias at all, right?
No bias at all. No, I don't. I don't have like a hot dog onesie. I don't have any of that. I don't have hot dog emotes. Like no bias at all whatsoever. Here we're gonna get things started.
No bias.
No, nothing go on here. No bias.
And you know what? You know what's even better? None of them got Odin.
No, I know. I would have loved to have seen the Odin skin. That new one of my favorites. I think Hyra specifically made that for me. I'm not confirmed, but potentially. Oh, let's see. What do we got? We got actually. I actually don't mind that Tainted Steel pickup from Soul. Yeah, she doesn't get an arrow or Death's Toll, but that's gonna hurt a little bit of their healing that Hebros do have. And we're already getting into it. Red hasn't even spawned yet. Torin taking out Coop for a first blood right. But I mean, even the fight started right before Red even spawned. Already we get first blood.
And that just goes to show part of the disperse that Tier can bring to a game. I mean, the fact that, you're starting off level 3, so he's gonna have his fears list on top of everything. So you hit that full tier combo, as we just saw. You're going to get melted fast early on. And okay, never mind.
Oh
Tier's got
wow,
Gilded Arrow.
Tier's just going back in. I mean, Gilded Arrow's not like probably the best pickup I'd say for him, but Tier's annoying. As in Wyvern taking out Coop to get the second kill, but not getting that one. But this Tier coming in with the big blink there. I mean, how did this Tier get a blink? That's a thing. Like, it's just a normal thing. Tier with the blink, and he's just making it himself known already with his early pressure.
Well.
Yeah, what are they're starting out with some good items or some relics.
2 blinks on the side of Glizzy, and there are none on the side of Hebros, who their team are the ones who need it way more for their composition right now. So this is already working at a disadvantage to them coming out of these builds here. But you mentioned the Taint Steel. We see that Coop, he's got one as well, which is going to be nice when fighting against Solar Tier, even Cernos.
Yeah, Cernos throwing the ult. Kernanos and Kernanos and Cerberus getting their ult out. Haiti ult coming in, and Sun Wukong able to get out, but Tier gonna up down with his ult there. Gonna get feared by the Hades, and Hentai Boy taking him out. Ace Smart getting Little Man V on the Kernanos. And that's a big fight back after that. The Stat gonna jump in and try and keep this thing going. It doesn't look like isn't obviously able to dash, but Stat picking up Hades with the ult. Huge. The Stat ult, Wyvern taking out Hentai Boy, and it's a big and well fought and answer back there for the Hebros.
That one, unfortunately, boys stepping up a little too far, not paying attention to the fact that ultimates are online, and the new best Stat ult, send it out, pick him up, bring him right back. It's like a free Ragnarok from Fenrir, except you get to stay in safety's range. So this one, unfortunately, when you do that in front of a tower line, that's just so much free damage.
Yeah, but this Bastet with, I mean, Bastat's got Blink right here. She's making herself known pretty well. Sash, I think Niza was trying to sash Bastet, turned around and ended up sashing Soul. And Soul actually, did Soul pick that up with, did she get that with her Disapparate, or did she throw an auto there at the end?
No, she threw her, threw her Stellar Burst there. Got him on the explosion radius.
That was unfortunate, because I'm pretty sure Nizan tried to turn on the Bastet to make sure that she couldn't jump back and just grabbed the Soul instead. That was really unfortunate for the Nizan there.
Yeah, the timing just wasn't where he wanted it to be, so instead he ends up falling a little bit later. It's always one of those like scary moments, just watching someone go in and be, way out of position from where they wanted to be. And so he does end up falling. Already a breastplate for the Tier. Are you seriously? How is Tier getting a breastplate with Blink already?
Well, I mean, he did get Gilded Arrow, so I mean it's a bad item, but his breastplate's obviously amazing here. We have a Kranos ult coming in. Big grab, Kepri grabbing that Sun Wukong, and a bit of a fight in the jungle. Tier chasing down the Niza. And we have an Izanami ult coming out. Cerberus ult over on the Bastet. And I don't know if anyone's going to drop Izanami with the tick damage. Bastet doesn't make it out. I mean, Bastet does pick off the Izanami. Niza does end up picking off the Bastet. But I mean, these fights are going deep into the jungle right now. And we're 4 minutes in.
And these jungle fights are in Hebro's side more often than not. And honestly, it was good that Ninja Dude was forced back early on, because had he not, that fight could have been completely different if the Soul was still around. So getting them solo that Disapparate was forced him to back. It was enough to make sure that there was only so little damage to the Hebros in that fight.
Yeah, and the Glizzy Globblers is just going to have a pretty easy, unless Wukong try and steal this, getting that first Juggernaut. The Glizzy Globblers is able to secure that. Wukong went for it. First, this Hades is getting a pretty good build already. Sands into Deso. Sorry, not Deso, Divine, but I mean, he had a great start. I like that a lot.
Unfortunate such there coming out from Coop, but oh my, the collapse from the team, and that is exactly what you want to see from their composition, is just full on send into an enemy, especially when they're out of position like that. And Thor doing Thor things with the Soul right behind him. The ultimate comes out, but does not hit, as Corroded has already fallen.
Yeah, that Kefri with a big pull on Nizan. Nizan's got nowhere to go here, but Nizan's gonna take somebody up to the air. Wasn't oh, he took out the tier. I didn't see it at first. Ace Smart taking out Twilight Beyond. That is Anami getting that kill on that Kefri. Tier gonna have to ult out just to save face. But I mean, right now I mean, it is a bit of back and forth here. As Bastet hits another, oh wow, Bastet hits another ult, but Soul just throwing autos and able to take out Izanami. That's just, I mean, it's a bit back and forth right now. 300 if I just do some quick math on the gold lead, going in favor of Glizzy Globblers. So it's really not too bad right now. They're really holding, the Hebrews still holding their own, no matter how deep the Glizzy Globblers are getting into their jungle.
Yeah, this is definitely insane. Both teams just stepping up so far into the enemy side of the map, and it's causing so many trades. But Glizzy Gobblers still have a 3-kill lead. Gold, it's just a few hundred, not a big deal right now. And yet again, another leap, and no one able to stop the Sash off the mark as well upon landing. The ring's not hitting. Thorin in the front. Not going to try anything, though, even with dude behind him. They're instead waiting for the red buff, which means Fearless in the right spot. Guaranteed that they can get this one. We do see more members coming in. And there goes Rat. Oh, boy.
Oh, wow. Niza taking up the Bastet, but can Bastet get away from this? The 3 comes out, the cat. Able to root. Tier with a huge follow-up on the Niza. But now Tier just chasing down the Niza. And I think he's gone a little too far here, as he has. The rest of the team collapses very well on that Tier. Young Sonic's taken out. Thorin. He just went for broke there. Unfortunately, gets caught up. He does, however, save his Bastet's life, which, I mean, it's a good life to save. As a frontliner, that's kind of what you want to do there. Oh, never mind. And there goes the Bastet. I, spoke a little too soon. I thought Bastet just kind of got caught in a really awkward spot, couldn't really find a way out. And they're able to take down the Bastet as well.
And these Slash games today have just been so much fighting from this minute 1 and non-stop going back and forth. They're really trying to just push these advantages anywhere they can, but these builds still coming into play. I mean, we see Ace Yotems with Blackthorn, Runeforged on a Wukong, and then the Cerberus breastplate with Oni Hunters, all plenty of mitigation in that one. And then you look on the side of Glizzy, you have an Ichabod.
Yeah, with Gilded, I mean...
You've on top of that, you've got a Heartseeker on Bastet. We're talking a Heartward over on the Kefri. Tier, upgraded breastplate, looking into another magical defensive item. And then Soul, Book of Thoth, and it's sort of binding right there.
The Kernanos out coming out, not for a whole lot there on the Izanami, but Cerberus caught off a little bit by the Tier. I think Tier's not really going to chase too far, but a bit of a fight going over on the T1 over on the left side. Kepri gets a nice route there, but yeah, as we go back to that, Kernanos having Gilded Arrow, Ichabod, and I mean, if this is an Aussie, this is a pretty standard build for the most part. And then who we got? Glizzy Gobbler is going to end up taking that left Juggernaut as well. Twilight taking out Young Sonics. Hades ult coming out here, grabbing 3 of them. Kernanos able to get out. Tier able to ult out. None of them fall. I mean, a big Hades ult pulling a lot, but just not enough damage follow-up to really do much. As Nizan's up a little high. I don't see anything more coming here. But the Hebrews will have a Juggernaut moving up on the left side. With the full team just sitting on the T1 for the Glizzy Globblers over on left as well. But the Hades ult was really good there. I liked it. It forced a Tier ult. I mean, Kernanos has a dash out, and then nothing followed up. And it's Cerberus with a big ult. Hentai Boy taking out Capri as well, and they're diving here. They're just gonna keep going.
Boy gets a double kill on the Littleman. The Tier 1 tower left is going to fall, and they want more. Oh, unfortunate ult miss there. Oh, not for the pass. That brings one in. Young Sonics is gonna fall, and they're still fighting under the Tier 2, trying to find more. Thorin just escaping that stun from the Wukong.
Yeah, this Bastet is hitting her ult. I mean, this Bastet's most recent rework has been great for her. The ult's really annoying to deal with, but this Bastet, she has been hitting all of her ults. So now we have the 10 minutes where the Apophis is going to arrive. But the Hebrews, it's still. I mean, they're up actually. They turned this lead here. I mean, it was Glizzy Globblers, or yeah, the Glizzy Globblers were. They looked like they had a bit of pressure. They were pushing into Hebrews jungle quite a bit. But now we're getting a little bit more in the builds for the Hebrews, and they're pushing back pretty well. They do have a couple, 1.4k, 1.5k gold lead right now. But yeah, the Hebrews were just giving them enough time, get enough builds, and the Hades alt's coming out well. He has 5-1, so it is looking really good right now currently for the Hebrews. Except for we got some juggernauts going up left.
That Stone of Gaia on Coop is very convenient in his build for going up against a tier.
Yeah, that is a solid pickup.
And if that is a stone cutting sword to follow up, that's worrisome, because that means tier's protections get shredded.
The Cerberus ult coming in. Chronos ult. Izanami ult used as well. Capri ulting himself, unfortunately, as Hades is a big ult. Gonna grab, and actually Sonic's gonna finish off the kill on Little Man B playing on the Chronos, and a big push up on left. Ace Smart taking out Twilight Beyond as well. The Hebrews with a couple of kills here, and no one's fallen yet on the Hebrews. Bastet, another ult hit, a really big ult there. They're stuck in the pool, they can't do much. And a tier, they're just gonna, I guess they're going to the Phoenix. Ace Smart with a double on Wyvern. Underneath Phoenix, they're still a T2. They just kept going. Tier ended up picking off Young Sonic. Coop taking out Tier, and this is a huge. They don't even care about right lane. They're just pushing one lane. They don't care about right lane anymore. They really don't.
I mean, when your Siege Juggernaut is spawning in that lane anyways, why not, right?
Yeah, ignore it.
No reason to really need to go over to the other side, and now that they're pushed up so far, they've got all the room they need to push this tier 1 on the right side. They can't really afford to just send an entire team over from Glizzy Gobblers to defend it. So this tier 1 likely is going to end up being free at some point, and then the tier 2 will be the next defensive stand for them. Honestly, for these builds, Relic Dagger tier, seriously, he has Blink.
You pick that up on tier. This tier build minus the starter item it's. I mean, I don't play tier a lot, but I do see a lot of breastplate. Obviously, Pestilence is never a bad pickup. Relic Dagger, so he can blink and use his thorns that he has, mind you. Tier's getting some pretty solid items here, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. It's just he's being pretty aggro, and unfortunately he's kind of paying for his life here as we have a fight out in left. Chronos dashes in over on the blue. It's Hades, Izanami boxing in this Chronos, and Izanami just left. She doesn't care for that fight anymore. So we have a Nizal, another Bastet ult coming in back in mid as they're still fighting in mid and in left lane. The Nizal is stuck in place. Hentai Boy going to pick up the kill over on the Chronos. Little Man B falling over there as to separate out for the soul. She falls off and left. Ace Smart on a killing spree taking out Wyvern. And it's just, it has kind of turned into a snowball effect. And they ended up getting a T1 over in right lane. But they're going, they want to push further and further for this Phoenix. That fight was looking really good back there.
And this is the advantage of this close quarters comp that you can have. If you get people stuck on top of you, it's very easy to shred, burn down, as we see right here. Twilight falling so low, the ultimate pulling back in with the kill, no less. And this has just gone harder and harder for Glizzy. The Phoenix is being sieged, the frenzy is popped, but Thorin going in, popping the thorns. He's looking for Sonics, but saved temporarily as Wyvern comes in.
Yeah, Wyvern being able to come back pretty quickly, back full health, to be able to jump in and take care. Thorin's going to take out Corroded as well. Bastet's going to chase down the Hades, and I mean, like at some point she'll be able to catch him. She'll have her jump, but does she really want to jump into that? Soul hitting a nice 2, and Tier with a knock up. Hades still going. This Hades is really hard to deal with. Wait, he's not living. I was gonna say no way he's living. Man, view with a big shutdown on that Hades, and it's actually 3 have fallen over there for the Hebrews. So this is a really big pushback for the Glizzy Globblers.
Oh, the mechanic there, the Cernos a little too late. As Coop got into the sash, the ultimate Ace Smart's gonna clean that one up. It may be another Thorn trying to get away. Not good enough. We get a double kill. And oh, Ninja uses the ultimate to take down Coop while protecting himself. But it's not gonna matter too much as Cerberus pulls back, and this is where Ace is gonna use the advantage of those abilities. But Corroded showing up takes him down. And there's only 2 left standing for Glizzy Gobblers.
Yeah, I mean, Hebrews were looking kind of rough there. They lost 3, and they just came back and pushed even harder. And I would like to. We got a belt going over onto Izanami, and I would like to point out the. I mean, we have Frostbound, we have Blackthorn Hammer. It's a lot of health right there. If this goes into an animosity, that's looking really good for a pickup on benevolence for that Izanami.
That absolutely, the health's transitioning into power for that. It's definitely something that I would not want to see happening if I'm Glizzy Gobblers, especially with how Ace has been doing so much damage with so much defense and health. And this Siege Juggernaut coming in on the right side, one on the left, one on the right, and they still have one available near their base, no less. If they wanted to, they could go get that, stack it up.
That's like what Izanami wants to do.
Yeah,
I think Izanami wants it. That's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of pressure. You get three of them out there. I mean, they're gonna be able to push up this right, left, and wherever. Well, Izanami going over to yellow. Cerberus gonna start it. Yeah, they're gonna take that. They'll have 3 on the board most likely at one time. But I don't know what the Glizzy Globblers can do right now for a bit of pushback. They're just getting run at here.
I mean, hope they can take smart fights. Do not overextend with your chases. Unfortunately, that's what happened that last one where it got turned around on them. They pushed so far up to the tower, but teammates were respawning for Hebrews. So by the time, you know, they had gotten 3, people had already started respawning, coming back, and Glizzy just... It's hard to keep fighting when you're already falling lower in health from a previous fight. So sometimes you gotta recognize when to back off.
Yeah, they were just kind of taking them out like staggered, not all in one big group. So it's like, oh, take out one. All right, take out another, and they just keep respawning. But Sonic's jumping in here, unfortunately getting pulled and grabbed by the Capri. Big soul ult coming out, gonna take out Sonic's. Hentai Boy coming in off of that Cerberus assault, a Kerner assault as well. Hentai Boy taking out Thorin here on the tier, and we have a plenty of kills going on out here. 3 have fallen over on the Glizzy Globblers and 2 only on the Hebrews right now, as they're still trying to take this Phoenix. So they have an Order Phoenix as well. Corroded taking out Bastet. That is 4 dropping and a killing spree for Corroded. And that Phoenix goes with just Soul left. And the next one to spawn will be about 12 seconds for the Capri 10 now. And I mean, I don't see, they don't end here. They're just going to kind of back and regroup. But what do we even see? There was a lot going on in that last fight.
Oh, it was just ult city, back and forth for both teams. And unfortunately for Glizzy Gobblers, the initial ult from Young Sonics to combine with Ace was so good that it started so much damage. It was just a funnel effect at that point for him, able to keep going in. We even saw Boy go in, use his ultimate, and there's not much you can do in that situation when they're able to continuously send it one after the other. And when you have the long distance that Izanami has, it's free damage constantly going.
Yeah, they're just gonna take this to Papas. I mean, Bastet easily can, if she does this well, she jumps on in, she can easily get a little sneak here. She's gonna try it late, too late. Hebrews, now Bastet jump has been expended. They know it. They're not gonna catch her. Bastet gets a nice cat out and a huge sash. Coop getting the Capri. Tier trying to do whatever he can. The tier has been up in the air. This tier has been flying high. It seems all match. They're just gonna push this down. I mean, they got Apophis. They're gonna push out right. Bastet jump in and out. You know, Capri's gone. No Capri ult they have to worry about. We got a meds going on from the Izanami, which meds and belt on the Iza. Why not? You know, why not? As they take out that right Phoenix, and this is the fight to end it. This is the fight to end it right here.
And we were already see Wyvern falling low, but it was beautiful. Sternos ult causes chaos. Little man's gonna pick up Boy, leaving 2 more low. Coop's gonna try and do everything he can to save his teammate. Smart is gonna take out Wyvern in the meantime, but Thorin is bullying on the back end of where this Phoenix has fallen.
Yeah, and that was a big kill too, going into that jungle. Cerberus just, I thought Cerberus was gonna drop to that Bastet, but luckily Ace Smart was able to turn the corner on that Izanami and take out Wyvern. It was a really good pushback, but both Phoenixes gone. They had a few potential Winions come in. It wasn't gonna happen, but just, you know, a couple drop in here. And I would like to point out, I guess Hades is picking up Nemean. I mean, he's getting 1 stack on it right now. But you know, Nemean against the couple AA they have, block an auto here and there. He's gonna have a couple stacks here, but I just right now it's the Hebrews. They ever since that initial push, it's just they're go 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 go. They are not giving the Glizzy Globblers a second to breathe, as they shouldn't. You're ahead like that, just keep going.
And I do want to point out, it does look like that, animosity build you're talking about is something that's happened.
And mid Guardians picked up Thebes. That's a lot. Look at how much health. That's a lot of health. That's so much health.
Power off of that, and then also Coop was given Berserker Shield.
Look at her
So
health.
he's got a very nice hybrid build going.
She's got 3,600, 36. Like what? Look at all that health with animosity. What is this build?
Yeah, this is the structure build burner. It looks like. I'm sorry. Coop is distracting the majority of Glizzy Gobblers.
2v1 out there. That's a huge Kern. That is a huge Kern ult too, as well. A Cerberus ult. There's nothing they can do. You had Coop out there just 2v1ing, just distracting heavily. Still nearly full health, but yeah, unfortunately the Hebrews. Unfortunately, the Glizzy Globblers, not unfortunately, in that the Hebrews won. I wasn't rooting for the Glizzy Globblers. I would like to say I got no bias at all. But the Hebrews taking out that win there, just a really, really solid performance by them.
No, they absolutely came through as strong as they needed to. And yes, the randomized builds do kind of help depending on where you put the items, but it just came down to, like you said, that one fight that let them push that first tier 1. It's just stacking gold. They get their builds online a little bit sooner because realistically, let's say those tier 1s have been traded. If these builds had kept even with each other for most of the game, I almost feel like this could have been way closer than what it was.
Yeah, the Kernos, honestly, that's not a bad build. You can deal with that. I think the biggest problem was the Bastet was doing damage early with. I mean, she had, but all she got was Heartseeker, and then she goes Genji's, Emperors. Like she unfortunately wasn't getting a whole lot more power after that. The tier got a pretty solid build for himself, but realistically, looking at the builds we have here, they were going to lack on a bit of damage. Kernos was going to be the best option for him, but I'm mind blown by this. The fact that the Izanami got animosity, but then got Blackthorn, Frostbound, Thebes, Midgard. Like that's as we looked, that is a lot of health. Like how this is what this is. I mean, randomized, of course, but that is a lot of health.
Oh, it
But
absolutely is. I mean, at the end of the day, though, congrats to Hebrews for third place here.
yeah, congratulations, Hebrews, and they're gonna take home that first place, taking out the Glizzy Globblers. Big game, a lot of fun to watch and cast over here, and here we have a upcoming next, the finals match, late rotations, going against Awkward Silence. Stay tuned for that.